Hey guys, welcome back to Sit on Sports. It has been a week since I last uploaded, or maybe over a week. September, all of that, back to school and all that stuff. I'm sorry for letting you guys down. Try not to do it as much. I promised you the NBA video and here it is. I finished the Prelude ages ago, I just couldn't make a video on it. I was just so busy, I'm sorry. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just going to be commentating and just giving you my thoughts as I show you my gameplay as I did. And this accurately is the closest to my face without actually doing a face scan. So yeah, make of that what you will. I really like this cool way of introducing your, well, putting your details in. So this, your agent, I think, yeah, there's always an agent in the career modes of this great game. You just put your name, put your last name, but it's almost like you're building up your own profile just for like the advertisement or something like that. And I forgot what I called myself. What did I call myself? Yeah, Sid. I think I called myself Sid. But the second name's cool. Let's just... It's very detailed, this, and of course, as you go on, the basketball, there's lots of basketball, different types of player you want to be, and I'm not necessarily an expert on that. As I've said in my previous NBA v FIFA v PES video, which is my last video, I think. Oh, as you can see, Sid on Sports, get it? Sid on Sports, SOS, boom boom. Subscribe if you haven't yet. But yeah, it point guard, defensive line or something like that. You'll see. I'll see. I'm not really expert in basketball. I've said this before in my last video. This is just coming from a guy who just plays FIFA as the main sports game. FIFA soccer or football, which it should be called football. Yeah, name my jersey 99. Let's go. Power forward, small forward, shooting guard, center. That's definitely more options than the journey in FIFA. And this is the main interesting thing. Primary skill, driving and finishing. Secondary skill, driving and finishing. 3-point shooting. I don't know if this was in the last game, this primary and secondary skills. But I definitely know that the whole badge system with all the increasing stats were kind of different from last year's NBA. And apparently some people had problems because it was very hard to get to that stage where you could actually have a great rating. Unless you obviously paid for those 2K coins. Hopefully they've improved that this year. The height, well, as you go on, of course, the height, the length of your arms, those affect your stats, which is very, very cool. And it also makes sense. This has also been in other NBA 2K games, obviously. But I like the presentation they've done here. Weight, of course. Wingspan, that's what it's called. And yeah, it gave me a good impression. It got me just psyched up. Made it feel that this is going to be a realistic game, while also playing to the basketball strengths. And we'll see. Yeah, so I'll move on to the next video. This is not all the footage I'm showing you here. I'm just showing you some of the best footage. It gave me a lot of time to just get used to the game, and I was started out really bad. If I showed you my first couple of games, it was just really bad, but I still managed to get a win somehow. But I felt really good about myself when I did perform well. The teammates were, the AI was decent. Of course, you start, as you see here, starting out in the Chinese, I was going to say Chinese Super League, but almost is the Chinese NBA. Of course, this isn't where my character wants to be, and I like interesting storyline. So of course, sometimes the storyline is known for being a bit too annoying at times. Some annoying characters just being a bit too weird. I've seen playthroughs like that. But here they keep it nice and simple. Corey Harris is pretty much the mate here, supporting character, and my character is pissed off at him for being how he is, maybe even a bit jealous, which he probably is, to actually being in the NBA. As you see, he's part of the NBA All-Stars, including some probably real life stars that I don't know except LeBron James. You know what I mean? That's the only one I know. Stephen Curry, of course. I like the presentation here. He really got me jacked up. They didn't do it for my team, of course, because my team is in the Chinese league, so nobody cares about that. Of course, we saw the trailer a couple of weeks ago. The funny joke, the manager telling the instructions in Chinese, even though he doesn't know the character doesn't speak Chinese, so he's like, what's going on? So yeah, I kind of forgot about that, and that's actually the main driving force of this entire series. It's weird because I thought my character was actually being a bit of a I don't know if I can swear in this. He's been a bit of a douchebag, you know what I mean? But of course, I was talking to my mate who actually plays NBA a lot, and he was saying, "Oh no, my character's not being the douchebag. The Corey Harris guy is being the douchebag." But I really like that relationship already, and I like the flashbacks they give as well, with him not being picked for the NBA draft, whereas Corey Harris is sitting in the table celebrating. And there's some really cool what's it called? Real-time breast. What am I talking about? Can't speak today. It's been a while. Some real-time button pressing. You know, like in those, like in AAA games when they do like a cutscene, but you press buttons to like make it carry on. They do that. They've never actually done that in sports games, so that's really cool that they're doing it here. Of course, you still have the gameplay and all that. But that was a really cool, and you can make decisions on the pitch as scripted. So they want you to score a good dunk even if you haven't yet. I don't know how to score dunks on this, unfortunately. But of course, there's one scene where you are guaranteed to score a dunk. It's just how you react to it. Do you be grateful? Do you be humble to Corey? Or do you just celebrate with your teammates and don't forget he's there, like on the floor? So that's really cool. I think that's a new addition. I don't think I saw that before. Slowly but surely, I got into the game. I got into the rhythm, and I'm not gonna lie. I trust me. I was enjoying it, but by the end, I was really, really enjoying it. Even if I'm not that good at the game, the presentation, the gameplay, I was getting better and better. I actually felt a progression in the way I played, and the progression the teammates played. And of course, the new takeover mechanic, that when your team's playing good, the game recognizes that the takeover bar gets fired up. Not hopefully. Well, unfortunately, it didn't actually get filled up. I could play again to get it filled up. I need to watch gameplay footage where the takeover button does get filled up. I don't know what happens. I'm guessing just some boost happens or something like that. But that's a very cool mechanic, and that adds to the fun of it, and not just the realism, the fun. And it was getting tense, this match. At the very end of the game, I swear I won the game. But like maybe it was a glitch, maybe am I chatting? But I think I scored a dunk in the last, not a dunk, like a point on the last second. But the game didn't recognize it. But I guess that made the game even more tense because we got to extra time and stuff like that. But yeah, Sido Sports was on a rampage by the end. But obviously the Chinese teammates wanted to show the NBA All-Stars how it's done. Let's see. So yeah, if you're more of an expert, there's the LeBron James animation. That's really cool seeing him there. Of course, the celebrations, the plus fans when it shows you the fans are into it. The badges, we'll see how fast it goes. I did get satisfaction from even if the bar is just very small at the start, obviously. Of course, you have the cutscene at the end. And yeah. Corey Harris, I'm guessing it could have been a different reaction if I chose not to be humble to Corey. Maybe Corey would have been a bit more jealous of the win. But of course here he's just saying he's a good sport, and yeah, I really buy this relationship already. I'm not saying this is like Oscar-worthy stuff, obviously, but it's so much more. You can tell they actually put something into this. That they actually know what they're doing with the story, unlike some other studios who just do cheesy, cliche things. Not gonna name any names. But of course you have like popular actors such as Anthony Mackie. Of course, a couple of years ago, Michael B. Jordan was in the NBA series. So yeah, that's cool that Anthony Mackie's in this. The Falcon in the Marvel movies. That's very cool. And I like this new. Oh bloody hell! It's gone to me. And yeah, before I actually stopped playing the Prelude, after I finished this career section, there was also a 2K University where you could learn how to play with a full team instead of just myself. I think I found it easier, of course, from an NBA noob such as myself to play just by myself, because I played with more of that. And then once I started playing with just the whole team, I just collapsed in quality and I just couldn't be arsed. Of course, there's a cool section, spoilers if you haven't yet, where you and Corey are just in the arcade. You're playing like a pixelated version of just NBA of the full team thing. and I just couldn't play it. I just let Corey win that. I just quit the game because I can't play with full team. Maybe I should have stuck around and tried and play with a full team, but nah, I just stuck to just by myself playing. And yeah, at the end of the day, career mode on this game is the main driving force, but of course there are other features, and of course I wouldn't know what other stuff there is. Let me know in the comments below, any NBA fans, or maybe you're a noob like me, is just trying out the Prelude thanks to its reputation and just seeing how it goes. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was jumping out my seat, like literally. I wasn't just doing it for the sake of it. If I didn't enjoy it, I would be telling you how it is. And yeah, and that pretty much wraps it all up, guys. Thanks for sticking around, even if you've been forgetting me. It's been a week, it's been a while. I'm used to doing regular uploads. I'm gonna try to do more regular uploads. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.